Finally? Okay.
Yes, finally, yeah.
So again, we're in Cultural Lens with students in Externado University in Bogota and another university in Eskişehir, Turkey. So Cesar, you wanted to introduce the movie with some information. Please be my guest.
Yes. I want to talk about director because he's so famous in Turkey and I guess in Europe too. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Go ahead.
We're ready.
Okay. Please, sometimes you should say yes, you are perfect. Yeah, we can hear you. Okay?
Yes, we're ready. So,
okay, thank you. Okay, he's photographer, actor, and film director in Turkey, and his films deal with the extremes of the individual, experimentalism, the monotony of human lives, and the details of everyday life. And because of that, I think his films is so bored. And he used static shot and long takes, usually in natural settings. And he makes films on the low budget. His cast generally consists of amateur actors, and he uses his family members too. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, good. And once upon a time in Anatolia. Okay. We are continuing, but we cannot hear you. Okay.
we're okay. We're here. Can you listen to me?
Okay, right now, yes.
So go ahead, please.
Okay. I told you once upon a time in Anatolia, Nuri Bilge Ceylan's sixth film, and it premiered in competition at the 2011 Cannes Film Festival. Okay, it's big deal, and it won the Grand Jury Prize. And also this film was selected Turkey's official submission for the Academy Awards for Best Foreign Language Film. Okay, can you hear me?
Yes. Can you
Perfect. Okay, and this film is a little bit bored, and Jem explained why film is so bored. Jem is coming.
Hello, Prof. Hello. And I wanna talk about the purpose of this film. Once upon a time in Anatolia. I think the purpose of this film to introduce Anatolian people who lives in the cities that doesn't have coasts. I mean the sea. The Kırıkkale. The film was in Kırıkkale. It starts in Kırıkkale, and they are in the middle Anatolia, and they don't have any coast sea. And Nuri Bilge Ceylan wanted to introduce these kind of people of Anatolia. They are living in a steppe climate. They are really living without water so much. They don't have so many activities to do. I mean, they are not so enjoyable people. They like speaking so much with each other, and I think you can realize these conversations in the village headman scene. You remember this scene? No?
Yes, we can recall that, yes.
Could you remember this scene? Village headman scene?
Remember the scene?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
He could explain this topic, for example, in a couple of sentences, but he talked so much. I mean, like 10 minutes. That's why they like speaking so much. And I think you remember both the drivers except soldiers' car. You remember, right? They were discussing with each other so much, and they were fighting with each other for nothing. And I mean, conversations are really important in this area, and Nuri Bilge Ceylan wanted to focus on this topic. I mean, the conversations are more important than the techniques or area of this kind of regions. And I think you already seen the movie, and we can start with first question. Sylvia, what do you think?
Yes, Jan. I just wanted to say that for me the movie is a very long conversation. It's not like isolated conversations. Of course, you can just be like a witness of many conversations in the movie. But the movie is a very long conversation, unfinished conversations. For example, the big conversation that the prosecutor has with the doctor about the woman that decides to be dead one in life, one day in life, and then the doctor just destroy the myth of the prosecutor, saying that there are drugs to do that, for example. And there is another big conversation going on, for example, with the Kenan, which is the police, and with his friends, you know, the policemen, and also the conversation that is that he's having in the telephone with his wife. So it's a very difficult movie in the way that you have to just keeping track of every conversation, because on the base of the conversation you just have to have the narrative line of the movie. What's the main story of the movie? And I just to continue and just to fast a little bit the discussion, I really like to ask you something about women. The how can I say, the absence, but yet the presence of women in the movie, because all the time this is a very masculine movie. You see, so every time is guys talking about his lives, and they are talking sometimes about his wives and their wives, and women, and so there's only few times in the movie that 2 or 3 women appears in the movie, but then you have like a very revealing part of the movie when, for example, Kenan says something that I've learned in this career is that behind every assassination or murder case, there is a woman. And as a police, you have to just lead the clues through women. And I just wanted to ask about these viewpoints about women in the movie, because it's a very contrasting part. You are only watching guys in working, but then you have very important reference to women.
Thank you for your question. Ne demek? Evet.
Soruyu tam olarak anlamadım. Neden kadınlar? Evet, neden daha masumlar? Niye kadınlar? Bunu cevaplayacak olan burada
Ben İngilizce cevaplayamadım şimdi de. Türkiye başka bir ülke.
Evet.
Just a minute.
Okay.
Buğra konuş ya. Çok basit şeyler. Biz kendini tanıt. Gel çok şey yapma. Kendini tanıt.
Hello, my name is Mura.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. The answer of the question is because Turkey is a masculine country. Simply, and Nuri Bilge Ceylan usually use I don't know what to say.
He know French and German and Chinese, but
I
his
can
English
speak
is not
English.
so good. Okay, we are sorry for that.
Çok heyecanlandım.
Hey.
Hello.
What about Spanish? What about Spanish?
Hola.
Just hola. Maybe our profe is answer this question.
Okay.
Hi. You said that women we couldn't we couldn't see the woman and they have a huge they didn't have a huge role in the film. It's related to directors and it's this situation related to screenplay. Sometimes director's opinion, and also uneducated women and in Turkish provinces area. Sometimes they has many problematic things about the. Sylvia said that we couldn't see many women, and we see the women in the problematic situation. We see this situation, we don't want to do this. Sometimes we can see our country, but I want to say again, this is related to director's screenplay. And all the film don't reflects our country. This situation is not sometimes related to our social situation, but sometimes it's related to director's opinion.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Guys,
You can şeylerle devam edelim mi? Sorularla mı devam edeceğiz?
Yok,
Çok fazla
sorabiliriz.
vaktimiz yok.
Tamam, biz
onların
onlara-
görüşlerini alabiliriz. Bir iki soru soralım.
Sylvia,
We can continue to these questions, Sylvia, if it is possible.
Yes.
Yeah, Sylvia.
we wonder students' comment about film.
Okay. Students' comments about it.
We wonder our friends' comment and question also.
Any comment,
They
students?
are taking questions about the movie. Sometimes just
You have to
Bak, böyle ne istiyorlarsa sorsunlar, bitirelim.
Any question, any comment? No? Because I have
you have to leave. Yes. No, guys.
no, but no.
You have.
I have one. Sorry, meanwhile the students. Sorry, meanwhile the students here think about their comments about the movie. I would like to ask something about the main title of the movie, Once Upon a Time in Anatolia. Of course, in reviews in online and everyone says on the internet that it has some relationship between this particular movie and the Sergio Leone movies, you know, Once Upon a Time in America, Once Upon a Time in the Wild West, and those movies, those Sergio Leone movies, pretty much describe the process on how America were built, how North America were built during the cowboys stories, and or maybe talking about organized crime in New York, and they try to describe how a society were built. So I would like to ask you if in the matter of this Once Upon a Time in Anatolia movie, there were some similarity on the describing this process, or maybe something different.
Okay, wait, just a minute.
Tamam. Sen şey yap, hepimiz bir cevap toplayalım, sen konuş. Şey diyebilirsin, ne diyeyim hocam, niye böyle diğer filmlerden farklı?
Hiçbir yerin ortasında geçen hiç kimseler hakkında bir film aslında. Yani.
Aynen, yani bu insanlar kimsenin umurunda değil, olay da kimsenin umurunda değil. Yani olaylar kimsenin umurunda değil, çok basit olaylar bunlar. O yüzden dediğim gibi, bunu güzel cümleler ya biz zaten
Normalde Amerikan filmleri işte.
bir şey anlatır, kovboylar anlatır, bize niye bir şey anlatır?
Daha çok böyle şey böyle Amerika'yı yücelten şeyimizi yaparken burada mesela o kadar abartılı bir şeyler görmüyoruz.
Bir şey söyleyebilir miyiz? Bir zamanlar bizde, hadi onu da söyleyeyim. Hani gel ya sen şeylerden biz sana ara ara şey yaparız. Araya biz şuraya gel gel.
Tamam.
Ama
Şey,
okay.
Uzaktan duyulmuş. Yani duyduğunuz hikayeleri
aynen masal tadında böyle uzaktan duyduğumuz hikayelere benzediği için fazla bana.
şurada şöyle bir şeyler olmuş.
3 Maymun'da 2008'de 3 Maymun'u alırken Güzel ve Yanlış Ülkeme armağan.
Okay, answer is coming.
Anadolu'nun ortasında yalnız kalalım. Bir imkan bilmem.
Evet. Biraz daha yaklaştırırsan. Gel sen de.
Hi, my name is Sevda.
Hello.
Can you hear me?
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
We all can hear you.
So,
Es que ellos los ven como quieticos.
Perfect.
Ya, sí. Hay signos.
I want to say about your question. The director is the director tries to explain who people who live in middle of Turkey and they nobody realize them except themselves. In the other films, like Once Upon a Time in America, they are boosting their country, but in here, the director didn't boasting their country, but on opposite of this, he's trying to explain the loneliness of these people. So they are living in the countryside of the country, and they live lonely, just seeing each other. Nobody realizes them except themselves. And director taking his awards, he say that I am taking this award for my beautiful and lonely country, and he tries to say that my country people beautiful but lonely. That's why I think he gave this title for his movie.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. So we have comments here from students.
Yes.
Okay, we understand.
Eso, huepaje. ¿Qué fue haciendo?
Aslı sen çık. Gel.
Hi, my name is Beatriz, and I definitely think we got a point with the thing of the countryside, because I didn't know anything about it. I thought it was like Turkey the whole time, and I didn't know it was like the middle, the east, or the whatever. And then it's another thing that claims for attention, and I think it's the political concerns that are expressed in the movie. There's like several conversations about the European Union and about being part of it, and there's also like when you're watching like the police methods to get in the investigation, and you just I think it's a great difference between Turkey and Colombia. Then you don't see like this. It was like a strange situation when they found the body, and it was like I was watching the movie and I didn't understand anything about what was going on, and it's really different how those things are treated here, and they just were talking and doing the investigation, but they were lost. I think they didn't get like the importance of the situation, and the situation was really like cruel, and it was a murder, and, and they just were like doing the thing and getting the record, and I think it's a great thing when you I don't know, when you learn about those things that are happening there in the in another country, in a different culture, and you find out that it's such, I think it's amazing, you know. It's really great.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Wait, I have a question for you.
Yes. Okay. Go ahead.
So please go ahead.
You said our investigations way methods are different between Colombia and Turkey, right?
Right.
Yeah.
It's supposed
Yeah, you know your investigations from your real life or from the films, movies, or something.
No, no, you know, I know it's a film and whatever, and they got like fiction and all those unreal things, but I also think that it's such a difference that doesn't make just for being a film and the real life. It's completely different, you know, and you just can make a comparison between them because it's. I think it was like unreal, you know. It was really strange, and I don't mean being real or not, but when I saw like they were covering up the body with a blanket, it was like, what? You know?
Okay. Thank you.
Niye hocam?
Biraz çok açıklayacak gibi durmuyor.
Tamam, başka.
Investigation.
Any comment?
Any other
Have more comments.
A ver, Juan Francisco, tú dijiste que tenías uno por
Okay, hi guys. My name is Juan. I have a question about if you have more towns, little towns like the we see in the movie that doesn't have sometimes electricity and have problems, like they're so small, and I wanna ask you if you have more towns like that have many problems and like
Lack of
Like here.
of development.
yeah, like of development.
Ya şeyde elektrik gidiyor ya filmde. Küçük
Don't worry,
kasabalarımız.
we have many towns like that.
yuvarlanışını kullanmak istiyor, o elektriğini kullanmak istiyor. Bu senaryo önceliği.
We wanna say good things about our country, but we have to discuss about that.
Orada köyler hala böyle ya.
Okay. In here,
We also have
here, in here there are two ideas about that. One of them is our country is right now more good and no problem in our downtown village. But I guess it's not true, and we have lots of problems in the village, especially east of the Turkey, and it's not about just electric. Okay, it's about road, way, maybe the other things. I don't know. We are not so
Technical
good.
problem.
Technical problem, yeah. There are lots of technical problem in the village. But don't forget, in the middle of the Turkey and east of the Turkey is more.
The big country is sometimes.
We have a big country, man. It's normal.
Western is sometimes different.
Okay, thank you.
¿Qué otro comentario?
Güzel bir soru bence. Yani biz dışını sorduk.
Sir, about talking about talking on countryside and main cities. How many main cities, big ones, you know, big apples, having in Turkey?
But what do you mean big ones? For example, over the 1 million people lived,
Yes.
or these kind of things?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
15, I think.
Yeah. 15 or 20.
Yes.
Oh, you have a really big country in Colombia. We have.
Yes, I told you. I told you.
So as well as you, but you know, Turkey is bigger than Colombia in many ways. We have a really big countryside as well as you, and we have problems as well as the countryside we have seen in the movie.
Yes, your brother. I know that.
So, do you have any other comments?
Okay, I have when I was watching the movie, I have some technical issues, but I have a problem to understand when they are in the house and this lady came in with the drinks, and all of them look at her like, oh, and I didn't understand why. And the another question is that when the doctor, I think that was the doctor that was sitting outside the house, he looked at the room where the woman was, and I have this question: when you eat meal, the meal, the man and the woman are separate. I cannot understand that part.
Demeyin. Hocam ilk soruyu bir yapalım. İlk soru çay dedi. Çay da alacak. Tamam. Tamam. Ayrı ayrı oturduk böyle. O hala öyle ya. Onu...
Şey diyebiliriz. Biz yardımseverimiz veya yolda kalan insanlar yardım ediyorlar. Bazen de erkek kadın ayrı ayrı oturabilir.
Bazen değil ya, bence çoğu zaman özellikle köylerde.
Arkadaşlar şöyle bir şey var. Yani bizim yapabilirsin. Biz tamamen ayrılıyoruz. Yani şöyle bir kurallar.
Ben de size katılıyorum ama hayır ama şu anda
evlerine göre
ilk defa aynen ilk defa getirme ama oluyor yani. Yok gibi davranmıyor. Allah. Tamam, sen yapacağım.
Anlamının esasında nasıl olduğuna dair işte özelleşen bir sahne esas.
You ask the woman and the man were sitting separated, right?
Yes.
You ask why? Yeah. In the especially middle of the Anatolia, it is like this. For example, if you have guests that you don't know before, generally women and men are sitting separated, not together. Yeah, we are really conservative about this topic, unfortunately. it's still like this, I can say. And the drink issue, you asked.
Yes.
A girl was serving tea, and the all guys were looking her, right?
Yes.
And I think it is one of the main topic of the film. The director wanted to express this kind of things. In the Anatolia, middle of the Anatolia, most of men are really lonely, are really alone. I mean, they couldn't see a lot of beautiful girls in their whole life. Am I right? Yeah. And the woman was really beautiful, I think also, and they didn't want to miss her. They look. I mean, it's normal because they don't have so many beautiful girls. They have beautiful girls, but they cannot reach them easily. And it was easy in this scene. And they looked.
Öyle bir durumda böyle geçici
Yani.
And it was about the moment of this part. They were looking for a dead body. They were really tired, and it was really big surprise to see a beautiful girl. If I were them,
Yes.
I could look her also.
Okay, well.
Mató.
Yes.
So.
About the scene about the apples, you told me. Annie. Apples, the apple.
Yeah,
The
There we
apple.
go.
Yeah, come here.
A question.
About what?
What's the meaning of
Hi.
Hey.
My name is Ana Maria. What is the meaning about the apple? The
scene? The apples.
apple
apple
falling
scene.
in the river in the.
Yes.
I don't know what is that.
Mm.
What is the meaning?
You said apple, right?
Yes.
This at the very beginning.
Papá.
Y le dices que al principio.
Actually, we were discussing about this scene, and we thought you will ask this question. We have something to say for conclusion. Just a minute.
1 minute.
Yes.
Your question related to Apple, I want to say something. We read the directors' interviews in the newspapers and other cinema magazines. Director said that Apple tossed the puppet on the ground, on carpet, and it's coincidence. We used this screen, but we didn't play this screen. It's a coincidence, but it's a good coincidence. We used this situation in the film.
Okay.
I'm learning.
Okay, thank you.
To switch to my.
One more thing about it.
Marcus, do you want to ask something?
Okay, I got
Also, please, hey, come back. Please come back.
Hello, Marcus. Hey, can you see me? Hear me? Hello. I got a question regarding the relationship between the doctor and the prosecutor with regard to the death of the prosecutor's wife. You got on the one hand, you got the doctor who was the scientist who only believes in facts, and on the other hand, you got the prosecutor who doesn't want to believe that presumably his wife killed herself, which kind of like suggests to me some sort of like an underlying subtopic of superstition. Is there a lot of superstition in Anatolia?
Ya şey, vatandaşlara soruyor.
Wait a minute.
Savcıyla doktor arasındaki muhabbet var ya, işte savcının karısı kendisini öldürmüş. Ama işte savcı bunu kabullenmiyor bir şey.
You have the scientific point of view and then the kind of like supernatural belief on the other hand.
Bazı inançlarımız var.
Batı inancı nedir sen?
Superstitions.
Tamam.
Onu mu söyledin?
Evet. Yani söyleyebilirsin. Anadolu'da var mı zaten en son?
Hayır, bu konuyla ilgili nasıl söyledin?
Şeyden bahsediyor ya.
Soruyu tekrarlasana bir daha.
Doktor.
Can you ask it again and clearly?
Okay. Okay, good. I'm trying to speak slowly. Good. Okay. Can you hear me?
Good.
Okay, I will try.
Yes.
Here we go. Good. You have the doctor on the one hand and you got the prosecutor on the other hand. Yes? The doctor is like representing the scientist who only believes in facts, evidence. And on the other hand, you have the prosecutor who doesn't want to believe that his wife killed herself, but that she basically could decide when to die. Yeah, you understand?
Yes.
Cool, excellent, good. So my question is there a lot? Are there a lot of people in Anatolia who would think like the prosecutor, who kind of believe in the supernatural, rather than representing the scientific perspective? Got it?
Yeah, we got it. We got it. Thank you.
Good.
And by the way, your voice is so cool.
So is yours.
Yeah, where are you from? I think you're not from Colombia.
Definitely not, no. No, I work as an English teacher. Okay.
Okay, wait a minute.
Yeah, we have, but wait a minute.
Okay.
Savcı karısından ya bir olay var, savcının karısı kendisini öldürmüş.
Kanıtlara inanmıyor, değil mi?
Savcı karısından güzel kendini öldürmüş.
Şey ne? Batı inançlar.
Ya bu tarz ama savcı gerçekten yanlış.
I think.
And firstly, we should say that my friend has really good answer, but his English is not enough. So we try to explain that. Okay?
Okay.
Thank you, cool man.
Bence ben şunu söylemek istiyorum. Bunun Batı inançla bilgisi savcı neye inanmak istiyorsa ona inanıyor.
Evet işte.
Bunun bazı bilgisi yok. Herkes bunu yapar yani.
Yani şey mi, Avrupa'dan farkı atıyorum, Avrupa'da bilimsel olarak biri şunu yaptım diyorsa o inanıyor mu? Tamam, yolda böyle şeyler oluyor mu diyorsun? Onu nasıl şey yapıyor?
How do you for the subtitles with the same file, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
We have two answers about it. Süper.
Tamam, sen
I think we have two answers about it. In my opinion, it is not about the superstitions, and if you want to believe something, and you don't have to find any proofs or evidence. You want to believe, and you can believe. It's not about the superstitions. Stations. And we have one more answer.
Sen hangi cevabı oldun? Onu söyle.
I want to add something on it. I think the man, when they talked with doctor, they realized that his wife killed herself because of him, but he didn't wanna believe that because he get a responsibility after believing that. Because her wife killed herself because of him. Because he cheated on him.
Okay.
Can you understand?
Yes.
And did you like the answers? I guess no.
I love your answer. Thank you.
Any other comment, guys?
If we are talking about the superstitions, generally we have lots of superstitions in Turkey, you can say.
Especially east of the Turkey and middle of the Turkey.
Middle of Turkey is very, very superstitious?
Yes.
No,
More than the west side and south side.
Because believe me, we in Colombia we have lots of superstition. We are debating ourselves between primitive thoughts, like for example, if here we want to be rainy, some guys call the chaman just to pray to rain. So we still have in Colombia very strong superstition sense. And it's mainly in rural areas, of course. In the cities is less than that, but very religion and superstition are very close and entangled and are very complex in Colombia also. So that's why, because when you see the prosecutor just saying, you see, this woman decide to die. So it's kind of a magic realism in our viewpoint. It's like when someone decide to fly, to fly. So we're just curious about superstition because we are also very superstitious in Colombia.
Thank you, Profe.
Oh no. Yes.
But I think you are just asking some questions. We are not saying your feelings about the film, about the Turkey, and etc. And technique things and film, about film.
Technique things. Technique aspects.
No, not just technique things. I mean, you're just asking something. Of course, you wonder something, but you are not telling what you're feeling. What did you feel about this Turkish film, Turkish culture? And now, what do you know about Turkish culture after this movie or something?
And you can be honest. Okay, you can say the movie was so boring and your man is ugly. Okay, you can say this kind of things.
Hágale, mijita. Sí. Yeah, we have here some participants. Yeah. Bueno.
Sí, ya.
Hágale, mamita.
Hi, my name is Isabel, and well, my English is so bad that I try to well, I think that at the beginning of the movie it's very boring because it's too slow, and well, maybe how do you say scenes? The scenes are too long, and the dialogue are well. Some of us see the movie in English, and well, our English is not good, and it's so difficult to understand a lot of symbolisms,
Yes, idioms
of you, and well, I don't know, but at the beginning the movie is very boring, with respect, of course. And I don't know what you think.
Thank you.
Pero venga, pare de escuchar.
Sí.
Respect all the time.
Isabel, toda tímida, no, pero ya tiene que salir.
Any other comment on your film?
Well, I have a question. Maybe it's a Turkish film. What you, if I don't know how to ask this.
We couldn't help you out.
Que es cómo ven la cultura de ellos reflejada en la película.
See yourself.
How do you see
How do you-
yourself, your own culture on the movie?
Hello,
No, listen.
How do you see your culture in this movie? You understand?
I think it's a question for you.
It's a question for you. So you see any
Well,
particular?
it's a rural movie, so I see I compare with the culture in Colombia. The culture of the people in the outside, in the countryside, it's so different in the city. In the countryside, it's a little poor life, with a different, costumes. And I want to know if that costumes you have in the city.
Yeah, sure. I think it's same thing in the Turkey. I think Profe didn't see anything like this in the Eskişehir, right, Profe?
No, I didn't see anything. Eskişehir is a very liberal city, very lively, very urban, with tram and everything.
I mean, there is a huge differences between city life and the village life in the Turkey. Not small one, really huge difference. Okay, thank you for your comment.
Bueno, comentario.
We have a question for you.
Yeah, guys, we have questions for you.
A little question. I just wonder it. You notice it or not? Anybody remember the dog who was barking?
Yes.
Anybody remember first scene of the film? Do you think it's the same dog?
What? What's the question?
Same dog as
The dogs are same or not?
About the dog barking, the barking dog.
¿A los perros?
Barking dogs at the first scene of the dog. The dog in the first scene.
Remember the barking dog scene?
Yes, I remember the first scene, but the second
Can
one
you
I
answer
didn't
that?
see it. I didn't see the second one.
Let's talk about the.
Yes, please.
I think you didn't notice the dogs are the same.
¿Cuál es perro?
And that was the
I don't remember.
We don't remember the dogs, so we're discussing about how many dogs we have seen in the movie. So please, just a minute.
you saw just two dogs.
It's coming.
And they were same.
¿Cuáles perros? Sí.
I don't remember dogs.
And
Dog at the one with barks. The one who's sitting on the grave.
Yes.
I don't remember him.
Ah,
But the one at the beginning, I don't remember.
I don't remember.
Ah, ok, sí, la primera.
Ah, ya, en el taller.
Sí.
En el taller. Remember the
Camera close to the window.
and at the beginning the dog is barking. like when the town is no down se dice cuando se viene noche.
But you only hear the dog, you don't see
No,
it.
you see the dog in front, but it's just like a very.
At the first scene, it wasn't the dog; it was just like the barking.
Right.
No, I saw the dog.
No, the dog appears.
So it was an off-screen dog.
Because the brother's mother go outside to see the dog.
Yeah, it was tied to the stick.
Yes. Yes, that's fair. Yes.
We don't know if it's the same.
So what about the dogs?
They are asking you.
Now we have located the dog. So what was the question?
Question was, the dogs were the same or they were different?
Different.
We don't know.
Like Turkish dogs.
So you're asking us if dogs in Colombia are different than Turkish dogs? No.
No, what?
So sorry, your question is about if the differences between Colombian and
No.
Okay.
It is the same dogs. Okay.
Venga, ve, pero pues venga, traduzca la respuesta.
Come, Isabel, come here.
Venga, Filo. Eso.
After
No pasó nada, ¿no? Ahí no pasó nada.
after because we think they are different.
Okay, go.
After a difficult discuss, we think they are different dogs. We don't know. I know that the second dog is a Labrador. I don't know how you say in English. Labrador. And the first one we think is Chandisa. Mad dog.
A dog from the streets.
Yes,
A street dog.
we think they are different, but we are not sure. Tell us.
No, they are not different. It was the same dog, and the owner of dog was a dead man.
Okay.
Bueno, Amy, Javi.
Guys,
Okay.
guys.
Yes.
Yes.
We're here.
Okay. Last question is coming, and I wonder what do you think about the Apple scene? Because lots of people think lots of different ideas and metaphor about Apple scene. You remember that?
Yes.
Apple?
Yes. That was
Okay.
questions. That was Annie's questions. Yes.
Guys,
Yes.
some people says, and the river is alive, and the apples are human, and end of the river just there's a dead and this kind of things. What do you think about that?
Interesting metaphor.
And you have any different ideas?
El río es la vida y las manzanas son las mujeres. Que si
And wait.
venga para acá, su merced, venga. Ay, camina. No, te dijo que no, pues diga.
I didn't see that.
Good job, good stuff.
I didn't understand the metaphor.
Metaphor.
The metaphor. I think that was part of the movie, but I didn't understand the meaning of the apple and the meaning of the river. I think if you don't say ask about that metaphor, I didn't realize the meaning.
I asked you.
¿Alguna otra opinión sobre la metáfora?
Es que no lo entiendo. Es que
Ajá, es que no
La metáfora que el río da vida y
Pues,
la
¿cómo la ven? Pues, si no ven esa misma
Jem, as I said, they want like more details about the metaphor you are explaining. Like, for example, why women are apples and why the river is life. Why it's not like we are stuck in the same situation, or maybe because you can see in the scene that the apples just got stuck in the same spot of the river. So
Okay. Wait a minute. Ne demiştim? Adem Havva demiştim.
Yasak elma.
Yasak elma olarak demişti. Başka şeyle ilgili, köpekle ilgili. Köpekle ilgili olan açıklar. Metafor arıyorlar şu an. Köpeğin, evet, bilmiyorum işte. Köpekle ilgili varsa onu söyleyin. Yani bu tarz filmler herkesin farklı bir anlam çıkarması zaten amaçlı. Tabii canım. We are discussing with our... Merhaba de. Do you like them?
Eso.
Okay.
Yeah, we can say more things about the metaphors in the film, but the point of this film, I mean, it was a kind of art film, right? Art film.
Yes.
Art film, yeah. And in these movies, the expectations of viewers, of directors, and every watchers have a lot of different metaphors in a same scene. For example, I am thinking about the apple scene. It's a time. The river is a time, and the apples are people. And if your time is over, you are dead. You stop.
Yeah.
And we can say 10 things, 10 metaphors about this scene, this part of film. I mean, it's a point of films. It's a point of art films, right?
right.
Yeah. Now we understand.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I mean, there is no right or false metaphors that you found. It's always right.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Any comment or question? Because the time is really
Late in Turkey.
Turkey.
It's like 9 p.m.
Okay, so
We should start early, Profe.
Yeah.
Seni izleyecekler.
We should start earlier. Maybe 10 is better for us.
No, que
Que
sí,
se
que
puede
sí.
empezar a las 10.
A las 10. The thing is, they have class at between 8 and 10, so that's why we just scheduled this at 11.
Okay, no problem. Okay, thank you.
But what we can do is maybe improve our technical things, so we cannot we don't waste too much time in you know these things. Only we can try maybe in Skype, but the reality of this is in Skype is very difficult to record in order to have the memory, the proceedings of this experience. So that's why we are doing this in Hangout, because it allows us to record and to share through YouTube the conversation, so you can revisit the conversation every time you want. I wanted to say something before we finish this session. The thing is, for the next session, we have a Colombian film that we already sent, and you already received. But
Which one do you want?
yes, but we want to suggest another movie from the same director.
Okay.
Because we can explain later why is this decision. Because
Okay, no problem.
but let's say I'm going to share with you the link. We have this in Dropbox. If you have Dropbox, and you
Yes.
can synchronize movie and subtitles because it
Okay.
comes with the English subtitles. So it's a movie
Okay.
from the same director, but it's a different movie.
Okay.
And then we can just give you some details, additional details of the movie through email or Facebook.
Okay.
Thank you for having such a patience with all these conversations. We really enjoy every comment and discussion, every impression you have. We really enjoy this movie. Although yes, the comment about the speed of the movie is not like Mission Impossible. We are just watching this movie in a different way. So it's time to say goodbye and to see you next Tuesday.
Okay.
Please.
Profe, but before we wanna take a picture again, and okay, good job. And we want to see Ana Maria Cuervo.
Yes, Ana Maria is in another desk. Unless she wants to appear in the camera. I don't know what. Yes, Ana Maria, but believe me, next time I'm going to bring Ana Maria here in front of the camera to talk about the movie that we're going to watch, because she's got some comments, strong comments about this movie. So I promise to bring her in front of the camera.
Okay, good job. Just collect the intro in front of the camera and take a picture, okay?
Okay.
Come here. Biz de şurada.
Por lo menos hayan hijos.
Ama şöyle ama çevirelim.
Ah, porque ellos se hacen con la gran pantalla.
Tamam.
Es lo que está posando.
Hágase por allá. No se haga el bobo por allá.
Corriendo por allá.
Gelin hadi. Yaklaşalım. İlk bu tarafa hocam, buyurun siz de gelin. Çekeriz ya biz.
Somos these guys.
Kardeşim sana zahmet oldu. Wait a minute. Biraz daha. Kardeşim sana zahmet oldu. Biraz açalım.
Sentadito.
Tamam biz şöyle. Yaklaşın. Hayır, güzel.
Ay, yo sí. Sí.
Que le estoy tomando.
Aquí, pero es que yo como grupo de Turquía.
Aslı?
Hacémosela a ellos, ¿sí?
Okay, thank you so much.
Wait.
See you next week.
See you next week. Bye.
Arkadaşlar, daha erken izlemek.
Hocam bana bugün gönderdiler, ben grupta paylaşırım.
Şimdi şöyle yapalım. Birlikte izleyemesek bile grupta izleyip yorum